snakes in some of the city mountains, but look at this. Let me see if I can.
A little sparrow action.
He's eating something. Okay, we're in Orange County. When you're on Mount Baldy and you're looking down towards Signal Hill in Long Beach and off to the east, which would be the left, there's Baldy up there, so look at a mirror image of this. About where this dips down this near hill, straight up you see a saddle back there. That's the notch. You go over the 3 T's, the notch, there's Ontario Peak, out there's Cucamonga. There's Baldy, there's the backbone, West Baldy. Drops down, Baden-Powell, Vincent Gap. Well, you're looking out here this way, and out there you see Signal Hill in Long Beach. And then out here you'll see hills. Everybody always wonders what these hills are. These are those hills. This is Carl. He lives right down over here on the side of this lake. And I'll let him tell you about it. But look down here. You got something really interesting running through here. Where that green is, there's a piece of that road down there. I'll let him tell you about that too. Back there, there's a Doppler for the news. You have barbed wire fence here. That's private property. You can't go over there. There's protected wildlife. There are mountain lions in there. But we're up here on this peak. I think we're at, what, 1,100 feet?
Yeah.
We're only at 1,100 feet. There's the Orange County survey right there. But listen to some interesting stuff Carl has to say.
Okay, so if we look this way, you can see some people way over there on this little pitch of a rock. That's called Robbers Peak. Now back in the
screen.
Back in the 1800s, the story goes there was three-finger Jack and his buddies would wait up there with their horses, and they would swoop down into this canyon, and there's a place where the wagon train would stop. Now this is the wagon train that came all the way out of San Diego and went through here, down across this valley, and then would go across into the valley of Chino Hills State Park, and they would go this way towards Los Angeles. So anyways, they would rob the wagons once in a while, and that's the story there. And this is the Weir Canyon Trail down in this way here.
And that's that road you see. You can see a break in the trees down there.
Yeah, right down there.
Break in the trees and the road's right there.
So nice. It just looks like a dirt fire road now, but it was originally a wagon train road. And over there, that white ball, that's the Doppler that you can see from Corona, and that's where people go to. And right over here, we have a grizzly bear coming up. Oh no, that's a hiker.
Sasquatch. Female Sasquatch coming out. Squatch call.
It's nice and peaceful up here. A lot of sage, a lot of different animal life. You got mountain lion. You have everything except for you have deer. You have bobcat. I've seen everything up here.
No bear.
No bear. No goats.
No bear. No mountain sheep. But a lot of rattlers, and
yeah,
that's what we've been looking for, and we can't find any. So what's that body of water down there?
Now this is the Walnut Canyon Reservoir, built in the 1960s, and it is a cement pond. Cement pond, and this water comes from Lake Matthews, which is way over that way, and it's pumped in here by big pipes, 50-inch pipes or 36-inch pipes, that bring it here with a pump system, and they fill this reservoir up. And down behind there, this water is a big source of water for the whole city of Anaheim.
But there are fish in there.
And there are fish in there.
There's a Brea water source right above Brea Canyon Road, and what's that called? La Harbor Boulevard turns into Central, which turns into State College.
Yeah.
Brea Boulevard and State College. There's a housing track. You go up there.
Yeah.
And there's like an upside down pyramid.
Oh, okay.
It's real crystal clear. We used to go up there in high school and always try to fish it, but there are guards.
Yeah, there's a lake here, and there's another lake over this way beyond these hills at Irvine Park. If you go this way and you follow out that divot where that gal's running right there, you keep on going that way past those hills. That's Irvine Park.
Which there are wild peacocks there.
And there's wild peacocks, yeah.
We walk around, you can pick up the
We had
feathers.
one in our neighborhood for 3 months.
You can pick up the feathers. And they have a zoo there with a mountain lion.
And a train.
Mountain lion. And a train for kids.
Yeah.
And a lake. You can catch small bluegill and bass. So there's a lot of things to do down here too.
Yeah,
I'll be headed back up there real soon.
This is a mountain biking mecca here.
Yeah, look at you have mountain bikes. Look at these trails. Look at this. We were just down there.
We just came off this ridge.
Yeah, we came up over this, up off this, where we saw the hawk, down there, dropped down and around. We just walked up here.
And you see people, there's somebody coming up that ridge. We just came up that same ridge. You can see that person, you can maybe barely make them out. But they're coming
She doesn't
out.
have any top on.
No, people run topless out here. It's a well-known fact. Not to encourage any guys
Wondrous.
No, you're not supposed to come out here and mountain bike just for the topless girls, but there are many out here.
But these are the hills you see, and Black Star Canyon is in the back star of this.
Right over the back of these hills.
And the back star of these. And there used to be, there still are remains of camps there. There are places where there are hundreds of divots where they used to grind the acorn.
And we saw those. We went up and saw that.
So that is a well-established camp over there.
Yes.
That was almost a yearly camp they had there. That wasn't just seasonal.
Yeah, Native Americans had well-established acorn grinding. The morteros, right? Aren't they called morteros or porteros?
Something like that.
Yeah. But yeah, here's a mountain biker hammering right here, so you can see him. He's letting loose right here. He's cranking down that.
Oh,
hill.
man down!
Man down right there.
Man down. Look at that.
Yep, he just ate shit. He did that because he was on film.
No, he panicked. He hit a lizard and went down.
I think he braked for the rattlesnake. Now the topless girl's going to come by and save him.
Yep. She's coming over there to give him mouth to mouth.
Yeah, it's pretty peaceful up there.
There's a road runner.
Yep. I've had those in my house.
Meep, meep. Road runner catches you through. Road runner. The coyote's after you. The coyote's really a crazy clown.
Get this sign here, Old Weird Canyon. Weird Canyon.
When will they learn to never again and run you down? Where'd he go? Let's see. So this is what majority of California looked like this before they brought all the plants in and redid it. This is, California was a desert. There's a picture in a magazine I saw at the library and photos at the La Habra History Museum in north of the library in the same parking lot, John Wayne Airport. There are pictures on the wall of what it looked like when there was one decent sized tree down here on the south side of the mountain, and it was over by where the 710 is. But these gourds, I don't see any there, but there's some over here. These were present. There's one there. And there's a bunch of them all over here. There are patches of cactus everywhere, sage, and a bunch of this brush. There's some more cactus dead center of the screen. So this is what it looked like before it looked like that. Then you got these billion-dollar mansions. But if you live in the Orange County area, just Google La Habra Library. If you're looking at La Habra Library from an aerial view from Google, west of it, there's a history museum. It's free, very small, about the size of a good sized living room. I mean, it's really small. But on the walls, they've got pictures of what it looked like back then. It's amazing. And they have a lot of people that volunteer their work there that are locals, and they're anywhere from late 60s to mid 80s. They've been around quite a while. They can show you things. That's just if you live in North Orange County and you're looking for something to show your kids. Oh, but in that library, you can check out. They got histories. They got a lot of books. The Harbor Library. They have a lot of books on the Native Americans, different, all kinds of different tribes you've never heard of. But they also have some books on Orange County and LA, what it looked like when it was first being developed. Okay, Carl. Carl, let's see some parkour.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna set up a zip line from here down to that trail down there.
No, down to that gate over there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, huh? Yeah.
Look at all these holes. Bet you there's snakes in half of them. Just think about it. When the Gabrielinos were on the north side of the mountains and they wanted to come down to the sea, they'd cross those mountains, they'd walk. There are no streets, or they'd walk through this stuff. Follow game trails to get to the ocean. That's where they met up with the missionaries and where everything began to change. A big part of the Gabrielinos' yearly like a migration, I guess you'd call it, where they'd come down here, they'd work their way over to Palos Verdes, or no, might be San Pedro, but I believe it's Palos Verdes. They called Land of the Big Sky. You can look it up in Gabrielino history books and find out which one it was, but I believe it was Palos Verdes, Land of the Big Sky, where they did not have a chief. They were pretty much nomads, little groups of 20s and 30s, rarely reaching the 40s. But they were aware of each other, and they had somebody lined up down there in Palos Verdes that was like a overseer, I guess. And when they had tribal disputes about land or game or anything, rather than fight it out like on TV with the bows and arrows and such, they'd go down, have their disputes settled down there. Now they all paid a sort of a tax. And there's some sage right there. And this tax was whatever they had in their area. Gabrielinos was mostly acorns, acorn meal, and fish or deer or whatever they had. They'd bring it down, give them part of it. They'd all trade and share. But they would also go north from there and meet up with the Chumash Indians. The Chumash took these reed boats out to Catalina and get soapstone. And when you go on the Catalina tour, it's quite expensive now. It's $100 and something for a bus ride. They show you the area where they think they were mining the soapstone, cutting it out of. They'd bring this back because the soapstone was easy to carve flat and distributed heat well. They'd lay this on top of fires to cook on. They'd make their acorn bread, patties, whatever you want to call it, out of the acorn meal on these and cook the fish, whatever. The Chumash would bring that back and trade it with things for the Gabrielino, but they'd take it north and trade it for the obsidian, for the arrowheads. So all the tribes worked with each other. They didn't have these, it wasn't like the movies. They didn't have these big wars. I mean, I'm sure they existed, but people helped one another. Nobody's out to get rich. People are out to get by, help each other out, and live in peace. I think things were probably a lot better back then. Hey, look, there's an oak tree.
Yeah.
Still exists out here. Hasn't been cut down.
Brea and Fullerton.
We're back down to the street. No snakes sighted this time around. Next time we're at the Black Star Canyon. Hey, Carl?
Black Star, we do Hagedorn for sure. We gotta do Hagedorn for sure. Here's an iPhone for sale.
Someone's iPhone for sale real cheap.
That's eBay.